guys, Jacob here. This is another 1.8.3 build video for the Division. This is going to be going over my 1.8.3 DeadEye build, or the one-shot build, whatever you guys want to call it. This build is not a guaranteed one-shot. It takes me about 2 hits to kill someone, but if you shoot him in the head just right with the Pacific qualifications, which I'll tell you guys in a minute, then you're guaranteed most likely a one-hit kill depending on where you shoot them. But I'll show you guys the build now. As you guys can see, I'm running the M700, the House, sawed-off shotgun. First I'll go into the weapons. I'm running the Deadly, Prepared, and Elevated. You could throw Competent instead, which for some reason I can't get the roll, but that's just me. But I think Elevated works a little bit more if you're, above someone, which lately I've been above people in Skirmish and Last Stand. Also in the DZ, I've been using this build and shooting people below and hitting them for insane damage. But you could use something like Vicious if you'd like to hit more crits, but I personally don't think it's necessary with DeadEye. I'll go over the mods. As you can see, it's a C79 scope with crit hit damage, crit chance, and auto range. I don't think I have one with headshot damage, sadly. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm still trying to find one. Extended mag with crit chance, crit hit damage, and 121% magazine size. As you can see, yes, it does have crit hit damage. You should try to get, it doesn't matter which mag, just try to get one that has crit hit damage and crit chance as high as you can get it. Well, just like this, or heavy mag springs have 2 and 4 as well, so you could use that instead. Small grip with crit damage, stability, and optimal range. FTE suppressor with crit damage, crit chance, and headshot damage. The House is rolled for Deadly and Responsive, which has a 27.2 base damage. Pro Red Dot Sight, Small Grip, Extended Mag, and Loud Vent Break. These mods are pretty exactly identical, except the C79 scope is on the DeadEye instead. Mostly to get the zoom in, that way you can hit your targets and kill them a lot easier by hitting your crits. You could use something like this, which I did not know is the headshot damage scope. You could use this instead, but personally I think the other one's a lot better. Now I'll go over the chest piece. I'm using a Reckless chest piece rolled for firearms, health, and exotic damage resilience, and increased kill XP. The mods on this are 2 firearms mods rolled for health. The mask is rolled for crit chance, firearms, and smart resistance, and has a firearms crit chance mod, mostly because I don't have any other health mods on this build currently. I think the other ones are currently on the other character, but that's just what I have on here currently. Pulse crit hit damage, crit hit chance mods, and they are rolled for crit hit damage and firearms. You could, like I said, throw these out with health, and you could throw these out with first aid self-heal, but personally, since DeadEye is really damn squishy, there's no point running first aid self-heal, at least I don't think there is. The backpack is rolled for crit damage, firearms, and bleed resistance. Now, here comes the part where I need new gloves. SMG, crit chance, and firearms. Yeah, I need marksman rifle gloves. The only ones I have are these right here, which they do have all the requirements, but they're rolled for stamina. So I'm not going to use these. I could if I really want to get that damage, but I'm not going to. Holster roll for crit chance, firearms, and all stats. Has a first aid self-heal. Like I said, you could throw crit damage on these instead as the pulse mods, but I currently don't have one on here. I'm going to switch it out later since I'm still missing one. I can't find it. But I'm pretty sure that I have, on all these, I have the pulse crit hit damage mods. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still missing one, but I'll get that later. I'll go into the character sheet and tell you guys the crit chance and the crit hit damage. As you guys can see, it's 25% crit chance, which doesn't matter because when you zoom in, you get crit chance by 100%. 168 crit damage, which is the main thing you want, is your crit damage to be really high. 175% headshot damage. And I'll go over the survivability. Max health 222,000, which is very low. 297,000 toughness. You're insanely squishy with this damn build. I'll let you know that now. So if you're in Last Stand or DZ and people see how squishy you are, they will target you immediately. So I recommend staying a good distance away from players when you're fighting them and try to let your teammates stay in front. That way you can do the damage, and you can also help them from the back when you shoot your sniper rounds. You can hit someone and knock their health down and make it easier for your teammates to kill. I'll go over the abilities I'm using. I'm using the crit hit tactical scanner pulse. As you see, it's crit hit damage, not crit hit chance, for the 15 extra %. I'm using immune station because last night we were dealing with Preds and there was tons of them, so we all ran immune station. Booster shot, which is essential. That way when you hit your booster, you get more damage. The talents, instead of this one, I'm going to tell you guys now, instead of steady hands, I'd recommend using tactical advance instead, or both if you run it. Adrenaline, this gives you immunity from the Pred bleed. Combat medic, which is great for all your teammates if you need to heal them. And strike back. So personally, I'd get rid of strike back and throw tactical advance instead, but that's just me. I'm still experimenting with some of the talents in this build. I've always had strike back on there, but I think for once I'm gonna have to switch it out. That's really about it for the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay, as you guys will see now.